A historical perspective tonight from two San Antonio women who recall the night Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. This April marks 50 years since the fatal shooting. But for these women, the tragic night was like yesterday. Eyewitness News reporter Marvin Hurst has more in tonight's MLK Reflections.
His dream was captivating.
And if you follow Dr. King, that 10-year span that he was powerful, many of us can't say that we have achieved what he achieved in that 10-year span of his life.
It was also perilous, and he knew it.
Long life, longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now.
You understood that every day that he woke up could have been his last day, unless he shut up. And he wasn't going to shut up, so somebody decided to shut him up.
April 4th, 1968, tragedy at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was shot shortly after 6 p.m. An hour later, he was dead. The director of African American Studies at the University of Texas at San Antonio remembers how sorrow for the civil rights leader sowed the seed for progress.
I think it did two things. It put fear in people wanting to stand out, but it also jolted us to march on.
It was a shock that it happened, but was it a surprise?
Nettie Hinton was at the March on Washington when King delivered his iconic I Have a Dream speech. She also recalls the heartbreaking images of his final services. His death, she says, brought on a collective awakening.
You had to come together using all of the talents that God gave us, irrespective of race and gender, to come together to fulfill what is and still is the promise of America: equality, justice for all, one nation under God.
Marvin Hurst, KENS 5, Eyewitness News.